guys? This is Rafa. So I feel like recently I've been in kind of a TV drought. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like there's nothing that great out right now. I did just start this limited series on Netflix called Fool Me Once, and it's pretty good, but I just feel like there's nothing that amazing out. But it did inspire me to do some research on upcoming shows and movies, especially the ones that are being adapted from books, so I thought it'd be fun to share that with you guys. So starting off, we have The Guest List by Lucy Foley. This is a whodunit that takes place on a remote, rainy island off the coast of Ireland. The setting of this book is it's just everything that warms my thriller-loving soul, and I'm just excited for it to come to life. They're currently working on adapting this book into a limited series for Hulu, but I don't think they've announced a release date yet or a cast list. But as you can probably tell, I'm really excited for this. I clearly love this book, and I'm really excited for it to come to life, and a limited series just sounds perfect for this story. Now let's talk about The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I actually just finished this book, and I have so many thoughts that I'll talk about in my February wrap-up, but in this story, we're following the life of an old Hollywood star named Evelyn Hugo. Now this story is set to become a movie on Netflix. I don't think they've announced too many details on this movie either, but I have heard a lot of people say that they want Ana de Armas to play Evelyn Hugo, and I can totally see that. She's gorgeous, and she's Cuban, so she'd be perfect. Now moving on to what might be my most anticipated adaptation on this list, and that's Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. This is probably one of my most favorite books of all time. This is a sci-fi thriller that's coming to Apple TV on May 8th, and to say I'm excited is definitely an understatement. This is going to be a series, and I'm really curious what it's going to look like when it's done. Of all the books on this list, I feel like this one in particular was made to be adapted because it feels like a movie when you're reading it. Here's the cast list. I don't think I recognize anyone on here except for maybe the main actor, but yeah, I'm really excited for this world to come to life, and I really hope they do it justice. Next, we have The Uglies by Scott Westerfield. I actually never read this series, but I would walk by it all the time at my elementary school library, and I would pick it up and read the blurb on the backs. I did this so many times that I feel like I've read it, and it's like a part of my childhood, even though it really isn't. But I'm really excited for it to become a movie regardless. Maybe now I'll finally read it, but it's going to be on Netflix starring Joey King and Chase Stokes from Outer Banks. I feel like Joey King does not miss. She's perfect in every role she does, so I have high hopes for this movie, and I'm really excited for it to come out. It's supposed to be coming out sometime this year. Next, another one of my most highly anticipated adaptations, that's Silent Patient by Alex Michaelandes. This is one of my favorite thrillers of all time, so I'm really excited to see what they'll do with it, but I'm also kind of nervous because you never know how good an adaptation will be. But yeah, it's set to become a movie. I don't think they've announced anything beyond that. I think I remember reading somewhere though that they were potentially looking at Brad Pitt to play the main character. I don't know if I fully see that, but it'll be interesting to see what happens. But that's all I've heard about this movie. If you guys know any more details, let me know in the comments. But next we have Shatter Me by Tahera Mafi. This is a dystopian thriller that's set to become a show. I don't think they've announced anything beyond that, but it'll be cool to keep up with the news for it. I actually just got this book and it's really high on my TBR list, but I'm really excited to read it. I've been hearing so many good things about it for years, so I better hurry up and read it before the show comes out whenever that is. So probably one of the most exciting news I've gotten recently is that Scythe by Neil Shusterman is becoming a movie. I only found out about this because somebody left a comment about it on one of my most recent TikTok videos, and it completely made my whole day. Like, did you guys know about this? Because I feel like the last one in the world to find out about it, but I'm really excited. Scythe is one of my favorite books of all time. It's supposed to be a movie that's going to be produced by Steven Spielberg. I don't have very much information beyond that, but I did read somewhere that Neil Shusterman might want Meryl Streep to play Scythe Curry, which I can totally see. I think she'd be perfect for the role. I am 100% going to be looking for constant updates on this movie, so if you guys know anything else, please let me know. You can also expect The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes to be adapted. This is another book I got recently along with Shatter Me, and I'm so excited to read it. I'll probably do a whole reading vlog on it because I'm pretty confident I'm gonna love it. I'm a huge fan of the Knives Out movie, and this has a similar plot to it, so I'm really excited for it to become a show. I don't think they've announced anything beyond it becoming a show, but I can't wait, and stay tuned for the reading vlog. Next we have Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yorres. This is set to become a show on Amazon MGM. I am beyond excited for this world to come to life, but I'm really curious how they're gonna pull off all those dragons. I know at the end of Game of Thrones they were saying that they were running out of CGI budget, and Fourth Wing has way more dragons than Game of Thrones did, so I'm really curious what it's gonna all look like. But I'm really excited, and I hope they do the book justice. Another book talk favorite that's going to be adapted is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. This is going to be a show on BBC. From my understanding, they've already wrapped filming, but they haven't announced any release dates yet. I've seen a lot of behind-the-scenes footage of them filming this show on TikTok, and it looks really good, so I'm really excited to see it whenever it comes out. The book that I'm not surprised at all that's being adapted is Turtles All the Way Down by John Green. I feel like it must be in his contract or something. Every book he writes becomes a movie or show. But I actually did really enjoy this book, so it'll be fun to see it when it comes out. It's supposed to be coming to HBO Max sometime this year. I associate HBO with like Game of Thrones and like more spicy content, so I'm really curious how they're gonna pull off this YA. But that's it for now. Let me know what books you guys are excited to see become shows or movies, and if you guys have any information on the ones I mentioned, please let me know. And if you enjoyed this video and want to see more from me, please subscribe. I'm also on TikTok if you're interested, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!